Today on the channel, it's Basic Unboxing Mania with Joaquin Wild, Raul Mendoza, and Omas.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Basics unboxing and review. As you guys know, every once in a while we dabble in some basics, and with good reasons. And today, we've got Joaquin Wild, Raul Mendoza, and the one I'm most excited for, you guys know I love my Giants, we've got Omas. And the Mattel Basics, like I said, I dabble, I get some. Omas, first time in the line, giant figure, gotta have him all day long. Santos Escobar's crew, had to have them as well. Now, Joaquin Wild right here, I already had I believe this is the Chase Edition, the one with no face paint. So I already had that one going on already. So now I got the two face paint brothers in paint over here in their suits. They can flank Santos Escobar on my shelf. Who knows, maybe even a head swap, throw Santos Escobar, which I got right here. I could pop this head off, put it on here, have all three of them in a suit with all three face paints. Who knows? Once again, choose your own adventure. You can do it however you want to do it. But let's jump into these. Let's take a look at the packaging. Let's talk about it. Let's unbox it. Let's talk about it. Let's see where it goes from there. And I guess we'll go in order. We'll save the best for last, old Omas. But we're going to do Joaquin Wild. There he is, looking wild as ever. Now, we unboxed this before. The only difference is the head on this one. More of the kind of the Day of the Dead face paint going on action. He does come with that Masked Superstar era kind of head. That's what it reminds me of, old Masked Superstar. But we got that WWE logo, basic 127. There's the back. Got the cross cell down below. Shayna Baszler, Keith Lee. Who else we got? Santos Escobar, which we just showed, and of course Rey Mysterio. And then we'll read the blurb on the back here. It says, signature moves, the 630 senton, the hostile makeover. And I'm not sure what the hostile makeover is, but he has been deemed a high flyer. So good for him. He's flying high. Flying high again like a young Ozzy and Randy Rhodes. See you later. There it goes. And then we get him in the plastic prison. Now, we've seen this basically before, like I said. Pull him out. Maybe. There it goes. Pop that. See you later. Goodbye. And then we get, I do like that we get the chain that is removable. You can take the chain off if you are so inclined. We do get him here, and I'm going to compare it right off the bat with the heads. Looks to be the exact same head. It is the exact same. It's weird, the beard definition, though. Much fuller beard on this one, a little bit spottier on this. I don't know if that's just the makeup, the way it was put, but we do have face paint on one half, and that is your only, I was going to say only difference, but no. Get regular hands here where you get black gloved hands on this one. So there is a little bit more difference. Goes back to what I say about the Chase figures, the difference. How do you make them different? Give them different hands. Well, we already got that from Mattel, so I do like that going on. You can also change this up even more if you were so inclined. You could put the Masked Superstar head on maybe one of them if you really wanted to. A little bit of a tight mask, but it will go on. I think it'll go on. Yeah, it kind of goes on. Not very well, though. Not very well. Come on. Fight me, mask. Fighting me. But I might put one, have the mask. If you guys remember when these guys first arrived on the NXT scene, they showed up in masks like this. Nobody knew who they were and all that kind of fun stuff. The mask doesn't fit the best, but it is a nice little touch. Great for customizers as well. But Joaquin Wild, you got your suited body, you got your regular suited arms. Just a nice suited figure, and a lot of us love suited figures. As I just throw the mask around. Suited figures are nice because of the customization aspects of them. You can pop this head off, put somebody else on there, and all of a sudden you got a suited version of whoever you want it to be. Matt Riddle, whoever you want it to be. So I do like that idea. $10, that's all I'm ever going to be paying for a basic figure. There's no reason to pay up for a basic, as you guys are fully aware. And these are great. I think I picked these up off of Amazon. So very easily to pick these guys up right now at Amazon. And I'm sure the Walmarts, Targets of the world will have these as well very, very soon. If not by the time we're filming this video. So there we go. Not a lot to talk about with Joaquin. We already saw him once. But how about Raul Mendoza? First time in the line. Partner in crime. These guys don't get a lot of action time, it seems like. They just usually are kind of the muscle for Santos Escobar. It would be nice to see them break out in a little bit more tag team action, at least in the future, and I'm sure we'll see that eventually. This is from Series 128, so the next line there. Raul Mendoza, same thing going on with the face paint and the mask, getting reuse. A little different suited body on this one. You got Sasha Banks, MVP, which is a phenomenal MVP, of course. You got Sasha Banks, MVP, Big E, and then, who's that? Oh, Edge. Oh, that's that Edge. That's a terrible Edge. Edge hasn't had a lot of good basics, as we most know there. Got a little blurb on the back, got a little glamour shot of him. Sure, yep, he is a high flyer as well as his partner. Makes sense. Signature moves, the 450 splash and the UAM Terminator. So once again, I have no idea what that move is. But it sounds great. Everybody loves Terminator. Unless you don't. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison time for Raul Mendoza. Looking good, looking fine, looking fast, looking free like a young Lando Calrissian. Without the cape, of course. Pop this out. See you later. Same mask. We've seen it 3 times now, so I don't know. If you want to put the mask superstars together, there you go. You can do that if you're so inclined. He's got the bigger body. Only thing I don't like about this suited body is it really barrel chests the figure. It makes him a really big barrel chest like we saw with MVP. But it's better than nothing. It looks good. Nice, crisp, white undershirt. I do like how crisp that looks. Black arms again. Regular hands going on. Just your typical articulation from basics being extremely, extremely tight. I don't know how kids even play with these. I do like the brown accents on the shoes against the black. That does help a little bit with the tone colors. Then you get the gray. Is that a cummerbund vest? I don't know what we're going to call it, but we do have that going on as well. That looks pretty good. So if you're filling out your team, you're wanting to get them all there, well, you're well on your way here. You're ready to go. We just need Electra Lopez, their female client, female member, and I'm sure she'll be in a line one of these days very soon. We'll see. But the way things are going sometimes in the WWE, you never know who might get a figure and who might not get a figure. But cool enough to be able to really work on filling this team out. I always like completing teams. This will look good on a display together. Put the guys. Of course, we do have an elite version of this one. I don't know if these guys are going to get an elite anytime soon. I wouldn't hold my breath, but you know, stranger things have happened. So there you go. A little Santos Escobar and his crew today. Now we turn our attention to the heavy hitter, the one I'm the most excited for. We're talking about Omas. Omas came on the scene with AJ Styles. That's where we know him in the tag team, of course. Now he's on his single career run, feuding with Bobby Lashley. He did just get MVP as his manager, which would really help his cause. But I don't know. I love Giants. I loved Elegante. I love Giant Gonzalez. I love the bigger-than-life guys like that. I just don't know if Omas has got what it takes. We'll see. He's still early in his career. I'm going to buy some time, but you can't see a giant like this guy wrestle all the time. He's got to be kind of once a month you see him, something like that. That's the age-old thing with Andre the Giant. People always talking about Omas, kind of the same deal. He is very, very limited, doesn't have a lot of stuff to do. You don't want to see him getting knocked off his feet all the time. I think that really hurt the Big Show's career, the Giants' career, because he wrestled all the time. He was an attraction, but we saw him all the time. You got used to him. He didn't feel as special, and Big Show was truly a special wrestler. He could have been a lot more special, but it's tough. It's changing industry, changing times, and all that. Maybe Omas is the one where it goes back for a lot of reasons, because I think as much as Big Show was oversaturated, at least he could go. He worked good enough. He worked in the show. I don't know if Omas is anywhere near there as of right now. That's my TED Talk on Omas. But here he is in the package. Big figure, and I think they've said this is the biggest basic figure, or maybe the biggest figure Mattel has came out with so far. We got to compare him to Kali. That's the biggest one I know of. We'll compare that here at the end of the video, but you got a big mean mug and look right there. Series 130, of course, WWE logo, all that fun stuff. On the back, Johnny Gargano, Grand Metalik, John Cena, and of course, AJ Styles. Now we're getting, I believe, this exact same figure in a 2-pack with AJ Styles in an upcoming Showdown pack. So I guess if you missed this one, you can get that one. I don't know if there's going to be any differences at all between those. I guess we'll wait and see. But there's Omas. On the back, signature move, the 2-handed choke slam. And of course, every giant loves a good big boot. He is a powerhouse. Shockingly enough, he is not a high flyer. He is a powerhouse. So there is Omas. And let's get down to it. Let's see what's going on with him in the package here. Very big, tall figure. See you later. Old young Kyle would be all about this. He would be an immediate main eventer. See you later. He'd be taking on Warrior and Hogan all the time. All right, what do we got with Omas? Like I said, giant figure. A little bit on the bobblehead nature. That's one thing I noticed right off the bat with him. But he does definitely have the big proportions. But does it get much more plain Jane than this? You got a black shirt, black pants. At least we got Omas. He's got his name tag in case he gets lost at the supermarket. Everybody knows on the back of his butt there. It says Omas. Oh, Omas, we'll get you to your mom. We got that going on. He does have a black belt. This is a basic, so you can't beat up too much. But he does have a belt. Be nice, a little silver accent on there. Maybe it would help break up the monotony of just the black janitor outfit he's got going on here. He does have boots. No real articulation down there. super tight knees. You got legs that go up. Not a ton of articulation, but guess what? Giants don't have a ton of articulation, so this does work. This will be great displayed next to MVP, of course, on my shelf. Really give it a little bit extra star power. But not a ton of stuff to this Omas, but it definitely looks good. The paint apps look good. It is only black, of course. They do get his beard. They do get his likeness. It'll be interesting if this is all we ever get with Omas. We saw that with Great Khali. We only got basics. We never got an elite version. Of course, the ab crunch, the extra articulation. Will we get him in elite form? I don't know. It depends how big he gets. If he's a big time superstar and world champion, all that kind of stuff, you would have to assume they would make an elite version. I would love to see an elite version of the giant body. Maybe you could get Elegante, Giant Gonzalez, Khali. Maybe you could somehow share some of the body. I don't know if that's a possibility or not, but it is an interesting take. You could dress this up with some soft goods, of course. You could get a vest or something to put over him. Make this a little bit more elite than basic if you wanted to. I don't know, but Omas, a big figure. We're going to stand him next to a standard basic figure that we just unboxed, so you can see that height difference right there. But how about we bring out the old granddaddy of them all? We bring out the old Great Khali. So let's see the difference. Let's see this real height difference here. Boy, these guys... No, guess what? Khali's got him by a hair. And literally a hair. The hair is what makes the difference. So they were saying this was the biggest basic figure, the biggest Mattel figure so far. Doesn't seem to be that way in my eyes. Khali has got him by a hair. And literally just his hair is where he's got him. So there you go. I did grab Big Show, the first one that caught my eye. Could stick him next to Big Show. He's definitely taller than Big Show. You can see this. So scale-wise, I don't know. I don't know what to think here. I thought they said, and they were promoting, saying this is the biggest one we've done so far. Well, truly not the case as the Khali, and there's 3 different Khalis in the basic form, just different color pants. We've got 3 of him, and he is still the king. He is still the tallest. Omas a close second. Then you get Big Show right here at number 3. So an interesting dynamic in the old land of the Giants. So what say you guys about these basics, though? Are y'all in? Are y'all out? Are you a dabbler like me? Let me know in the comments. What about Omas? Do you feel you got to pick one up? I think everybody, if you're collecting current day guys and you only collect elites, I would say you better pick up Omas, because I don't think they're going to have an Omas elite. And just kind of the Khali rule, where there's no Khali elite. They only used basics. I think we'll see that with Omas. So I think you better grab, just like Khali, you better grab Omas for your elite collection. And while you're at it, grab that MVP. They pair well together, of course. But very interesting team, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on either set of these guys and what you think about them. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the old notification bell, give this video the old thumbs up like I always say. Follow along on Patreon for this video and a lot of other early content videos, of course, and the giveaways and bonus content, all that fun stuff. And you can also hit me up on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson for a little NXT action and a little bit of a giant action. I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.